The thought of leaving your country has probably crossed your mind more than once. Maybe it's the rising cost of living, the lack of opportunities, or simply the desire for a fresh start somewhere new. You picture yourself in a place where the system works, where hard work counts, where your children have brighter chances, and where the air itself feels like freedom. But then reality sets in. Immigration sounds complicated, full of red tape, and nearly impossible. What if I told you that in 2025, there are countries opening their doors wider than ever before, that the dream of starting over isn't as far-fetched as it feels? Today, I'll take you through the top 10 easiest countries to move to in 2025. And as we go along, I want you to picture yourself not as a tourist, but as a new resident building a new life. So let's begin with one of the most popular, but still one of the most welcoming. Number 1, Canada. When people think of moving abroad, Canada almost always comes up, and for good reason. In 2025, Canada's immigration system is smoother than ever. Their express entry program has been redesigned to favor younger people with digital skills, healthcare experience, or French fluency. Imagine a young nurse from Nigeria or India, tired of underpayment at home, suddenly finding out that she could be granted permanent residency in less than a year. Canada isn't just after workers, it is after people who will stay, settle, and thrive. And the beauty of it, once you're in, you're not just a foreigner. You're welcomed into one of the most multicultural societies on earth. The question you should be asking yourself is simple. What skills do I already have that Canada desperately needs? Number 2, Portugal. Picture yourself waking up to the sound of church bells in Lisbon, walking cobble streets to a cafe where your daily espresso costs less than a bus ticket back home. Portugal may have ended its golden visa, but in its place, it has created something even more practical: the digital nomad visa and the D7 visa. In plain terms, if you earn a steady online income, you're welcome. Remote workers, freelancers, retirees, and small business owners can move in with relative ease. And here's the kicker. After 5 years of residency, you're eligible for EU citizenship, meaning access to 27 countries. For many, Portugal is not just a gateway to Europe. It is Europe's golden door. Number 3, Mexico. For those looking for something vibrant, affordable, and close to the U.S., Mexico is the answer. It might surprise you, but Mexico has one of the most accessible residency programs in the world. With proof of modest savings or a moderate monthly income, you can get a residency card that lasts up to 4 years, often leading to permanent residency. Imagine a teacher from the U.S. fed up with healthcare costs deciding to move south of the border, finding not just affordable living, but also a welcoming culture. In Mexico, you don't just survive, you live fully. And that is why more foreigners are quietly packing their bags and calling Mexico home in 2025. Number 4, Germany. For years, Germany was criticized for being too bureaucratic, too rigid. But now, things are changing. The Opportunity Card, or Chancen Card, is a new system that allows you to move to Germany even without a job offer. Think about that for a moment. If you're qualified, young, and have even basic German skills, you can enter Germany and spend up to a year job hunting. Legally, that's revolutionary for Europe. A young IT graduate from Kenya or India no longer has to wait endlessly for an employer to sponsor them. They can now walk through the door themselves. Germany needs talent, and in 2025, it is making it easier than ever to say yes. Number 5, United Arab Emirates. In the middle of the desert, a city of glass and steel rises. Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah. The UAE is no longer just for oil-rich elites. Through its green visa and golden visa, the UAE has created one of the simplest residency pathways for skilled workers, freelancers, and investors. No income tax, fast approvals, and a modern lifestyle. Imagine being a freelancer who once struggled to get visas for Europe, now holding a 5-year UAE residency card that allows you to work freely. The UAE is building a future without borders. It wants ambitious people to help build it. Number 6. Spain. Now think of Spain not as a holiday destination, but as a place to live. The Spanish digital nomad visa is among the easiest in Europe, with proof of just over 2,000 euros in monthly income. You can bring your spouse and children and start a new life in Spain. Processing times have been cut dramatically, making it one of the fastest routes to European residency. Picture a young African YouTuber, laptop open, editing videos by the beach in Valencia while her children play in the sand. This is no longer a dream. Spain has made it law, and you just have to reach for it. Number 7. Australia. Australia is back in the game. After tightening immigration for years, the country is now facing labor shortages and is actively calling for new residents. The skilled independent visa and the regional visa pathways are wide open in 2025, especially for those in healthcare, engineering, and trade skills. Unlike before, regional sponsorship now speeds up your route to permanent residency. Imagine a young carpenter, once struggling for recognition in his home country, finding himself valued in a small Australian town where his skills are not just wanted, they are needed. For many, Australia is no longer just about Sydney and Melbourne. It is about opportunity in every corner of the continent. Number 8. Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a dream for those who want peace, nature, and a slower life. Its pension a due and rentista visas are among the easiest residency options in Latin America. Show proof of a modest monthly income, and you and your family are welcome. Imagine waking up in a wooden house, surrounded by jungle, hearing monkeys instead of traffic. Costa Rica is not just about moving. It's about transforming your lifestyle. And with its relatively low entry requirements, 2025 may be the year it becomes your reality. Number 9. New Zealand. If you've ever dreamed of starting fresh in a safe, beautiful land, New Zealand might be your place. In 2025, it has expanded its accredited employer work visa to cover more industries: IT, agriculture, construction, fields where New Zealand needs help for those ready to contribute. The country provides not just work, but a pathway to permanent residency and eventually citizenship. Picture a farmer from Ghana bringing his skills to New Zealand, standing in vast green fields, knowing he's securing not just a job, but a future for his children. Number 10. Panama. Finally, Panama. Often overlooked, but one of the simplest and smartest choices. Through the Friendly Nations visa, citizens from over 50 countries can apply for residency with minimal requirements. If your passport is on the list, the door is wide open. With its dollarized economy, affordable cost of living, and quick path to citizenship, Panama has quietly become one of the best-kept secrets for relocation. Imagine walking along the Panama Canal, knowing you've secured a new identity, a new opportunity, and a new chapter of your life. And so, here's the truth. Moving abroad doesn't have to be a fantasy or an impossible maze. In 2025, the world is shifting. Borders are not as closed as they once were. Countries are not just letting people in, they are inviting them. The question is, are you ready to take that step? 1 year from now, you could be waking up in Toronto, in Lisbon, in Mexico City, in Auckland, or Panama. The easiest countries to move to in 2025 are waiting. All that is left is for you to decide. Will you still be dreaming next year, or will you be unpacking a new home? If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your next big move might just start with one simple click.